Coach, tough one in the series open here against Portland. What are some thoughts after today's game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this one didn't get off to the start we wanted to. Fell behind 3-0 after 2 innings and did a good job of rallying back, getting it to a 4-3 game. Had the tying run on second there. Could have tied the game. And then, yeah, we had Gabe running out of steam there in the fifth, and he struck out the 9-hitter with the bases loaded in a 4-3 game still. And brought Dylan Brown in to face the top of the order. It was their fourth time coming to the plate, and Howard's one of the best hitters in the league. So did a really good job of getting that to 2 outs and 2 strikes at 5-3. And unfortunately, being 1 strike away, we couldn't keep the game right there, and they busted it open. And that was pretty much it for this game, and we couldn't rally back on them. But, yeah, not the start we wanted. But the guys are out there battling, and they hung in there as long as they could today.
What can you say about the team offensively battling back, as you mentioned, down 3-0, down 4-1, getting back to 4-3? Early on, like the offense, how was it rolling pretty early?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been who we are as a team. We hang in there as long as we can and try and get that big inning. And we didn't quite have the big explosive inning today, but we did enough to stay in that game for the first half of the game. And then we just got to do a better job defensively and on the mound of keeping it where it was. And you just never know what could happen in the second half of the game. But they stretched it out too far on us we would have needed a miraculous offensive performance to get back into that one from the 6th and 7th inning. So, but they do good. They fight hard. Every team we play has got good starting pitching and good people that are attacking you. So you have to just stick to your plan no matter what.
The top of the order gave you guys fits today. Pretty much did all the damage up there. What did Gabe and the rest of the pitching staff see out there that kind of, just made them, it's pretty hard to get out?
Yeah, top 4 hitters are pretty good. So if you fall behind guys and you put people on, it just leads to more damage. And I wouldn't say early in the game they didn't really square Gabe up, but if people are on base and you're holding a runner, the same ground ball that might be an out finds a hole, and the defense has to shrink with people on base and things along those nature. But it was unlike Gabe for his last couple outings to start the game with a walk and then a hit and just kind of put you behind the 8 ball. But I thought. When he got out of there with 2 and kept it to 3, that was really an error behind him for the 3rd run. I was getting flashbacks to Pepperdine where he just kind of battled the rest of the way, and he did that for us as long as he could today. But really good hitters, and the pitch count gets high. It's hard to go through the lineup 4 times in 5 innings. So I don't know exactly what you're saying, but big, strong, physical guys that if you make mistakes, they're going to do damage, like most of this conference is. Same thing we have on offense.
The offense put together 9 hits today. Overall, you wouldn't think that's a bad day. You had multiple runners in scoring position multiple times. What will it take to kind of get that big hit against Portland's pitchers here?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Cody's hit was huge with 2-run single to make it 4-3 with 2 strikes, no less. That was an awesome at-bat. And TJ, Kenny, all these guys with 2-strike hits, base hits up the middle. Rampin had a base hit up the middle. So, I mean, there were a lot of singles today besides JT's double to left. I think that was our only extra base hit. But that's what you got to do. I mean, I wouldn't say this was an offensive poor performance by any means. We had a lot of guys on, and that's against people's number 1 starters. That's what you got to do. And, you have to hold up your end of the bargain pitching and defense-wise to keep it in that tight kind of game we're used to playing on Friday.
What's the mentality heading into tomorrow? Obviously, in need of a win against Portland. How do you wipe this slate clean and start new?
Yeah, I mean, the final score is what it is. It just doesn't matter. You got to show up, play the game tomorrow, and I don't know. You got to do a better job on the. You got to do everything a little better than you did, but all season long we just talk about the next game, the next pitch, and they really have to live that now. We've been in this situation before on both ends of it, so. Yesterday is just for information. It really means nothing going into tomorrow.